camera Oh, hey everyone, and welcome back. As always, I'm your host, Collin Houston. What an amazing tournament weekend it was. The respect, support, communication, and safety regional traits all competed to advance in the healthy relationship trait bracket. Joining us again is Sarah Flores, prevention team member and healthy relationship trait expert, to help us work through the aftermath of the first round. Sarah, how is your bracket doing?
It was an unbelievable weekend for some of these traits. My bracket is doing pretty well. I mean, it's not a perfect bracket, Collin, but like we said last week, nobody's perfect.
That's great to hear, Sarah. We're going to start with the respect region. This is the region that allowed you fans to choose the trait that advanced. The matchup was you have privacy in your relationship against even when you disagree, your partner stays respectful. Even when you disagree, your partner stays respectful won the matchup. Not surprising. But Sarah, why do you think this trait was seen as more essential by the fans?
I wasn't surprised at this trait advancing either, Collin. In every relationship, there's going to be conflict at some time or another. And being able to communicate safely and respectfully will go a long way in keeping that conflict from turning into unhealthy behavior. Fighting fair is a real thing, and privacy is important, Collin, but in this matchup, I can see why the fans chose remaining respectful during a conflict.
Excellent insight, Sarah. The respect region will face the winner of the support region in the final four. The most intriguing matchup was between your partner supports your goals in life and you support each other. With you support each other winning, Sarah, I heard lots of murmurs from the fans that both of these sounded the same. Would you please break down the differences between these two traits?
You know, Collin, the fans are right. These two things do sound similar. Supporting each other encompasses supporting your goals in life. One has to do with solely just the future, while the other has to do with the here, now, and the future. This was a matchup that a lot of people agreed on.
Thanks for breaking those two traits down for us, Sarah. That was even one I had questions on. Moving on to the communication region, fans were really surprised to see you and your partner complement each other, not advance. Does that mean that people in relationships don't like to be complimented?
Well, you know, Collin, that's a common takeaway from this matchup. No, it doesn't. Remember that every one of these traits is healthy. Nothing in this bracket is an unhealthy behavior or a harmful behavior. And it's all something that we want to have in our relationships. It just means that resolving conflicts and following through with solutions was more essential to people than just receiving compliments. Everyone likes to be complimented, some of us in public, some of us in private. Everybody is different.
Everyone do the safety dance. The safety region will be the most difficult. I'm not sure how you can choose between all of these essential traits. In a close one, you feel safe and comfortable edged out. You and your partner are not violent with each other. Sarah, do you think this is another example of where you feel safe and comfortable in the relationship, taking care of or implying that you are not violent with each other?
Absolutely, Collin. If you feel safe and comfortable, that definitely implies that you and your partner are not being violent with each other. When we think of the word abuse, we typically think of physical abuse, but there are a lot of different kinds of abuse. Mental, emotional, verbal, financial, digital, and the list goes on. Feeling safe and comfortable means that you have no fear around your partner that they will react in harmful and violent ways, physically, emotionally, verbally, and the list goes on. Collin, when I work with our teen students, I ask them the question, do you want your partner to feel safe with you? And typically their minds go straight to protecting their partner physically, but then we can delve deeper into explaining making their partner feel safe emotionally. And that's a concept that is crucial in all healthy relationships.
Sarah, thank you again for giving the fans your expert insight. We'll see you next week to break it all down again. That brings our analysis to an end. Thank you for tuning in to this week's Healthy Relationship Traits Bracket Update. We're looking forward to this week's matchups, and again, you can see updated versions of this bracket on our website at www.turningpointdv.org/events, or you can subscribe to our Men's Engagement newsletter to view those as well. Thanks again, and we will see you next week.